Welcome to the 2021 Congress of the Guild of Caroliners in North America and the World Carillon Federation. I'm Ellen Dickinson, College Caroliner and Director of the Summer Music Series at Trinity College in Hartford, Connecticut, and Carillon Instructor and Director of Bell Programs at Yale University. Trinity College is honored to host this year's Congress. The theme of the Congress is broadening our repertoire, carillon music for everyone. This means many different things. But above all, it calls us to focus on the listener, all the people who listen, accidentally or on purpose, and who come from many places, literally and figuratively. Wat zal de Bejaard spelen? What should the carillon play? What shall the carillon play? These are titles of articles by Jeff Denine, Milford Meyer, and Ronald Barnes. In the 99 years, 64 years, 27 years since those thought-provoking articles, there has been incredible growth in the carillon art. Composing, arranging, publishing, performing, building new carillons, and much more. This Congress will show, in a different way than ever before, so much amazing growth in our art and the music we play to communicate with our diverse audiences. Over the next month, you will hear 15 sessions full of music and presentations. You will hear scores of people play on scores of carillons around the world. You will see and hear new ideas, new sounds, and new faces. You will see all types of recordings, from DIY phone videos to professionally filmed performances and everything in between. In addition to that, I hope you will see the depth and breadth of new compositions, new arrangements, and new ideas that will carry us forward to a bright future. There is room for all of it. The classical repertoire, new compositions, new arrangements, new styles, arrangements from people and places, modern and less modern popular songs. You will hear difficult repertoire with complex textures and simpler repertoire with thinner textures and clear, beautiful melodies. There is room in all of our sophisticated programming for all of it. As we open our repertoire, broaden our repertoire to include more music by women, men, and non-binary composers, as we broaden our repertoire to include music of many people and places and composers of every race, we also see a broadening in the texture. We see a broadening in the density of harmonies and rhythms, and that too makes the carillon more accessible to all of our listeners. I hope today's performance and the others all month long inspire you and provoke ideas and conversations and more new music. I personally would like to dedicate this Congress to the memory of Todd Fair, who was my teacher, and Sally Slade Warner, the namesake of the GCNA Arrangements and Transcriptions competition. Two very important figures in the North American carillon culture. And they made many contributions, but one trait that they shared was as excellent complimenters, valuing the work of others and letting them know. In that spirit, please let the performers, composers, and presenters know how much you appreciate their work, especially this year since we aren't together to applaud them in person. Welcome, enjoy, and thank you for being here.
Hello, and welcome to the 2021 Carillon Congress. My name is Joanne Berger Sweeney. I'm president of Trinity College. In 1934, my predecessor, Trinity President Remsen Ogleby, who was also the college's carillonneur and organist, hosted the first North American gathering of carillonneurs, which led to the founding of the Guild of Carillonneurs in North America in 1936 in Ottawa, where one of our alums is now the Dominion Carillonneur of Canada. Trinity is honored to host the 2021 Carillon Congress of the GCNA and the World Carillon Federation, and the first ever virtual Congress. Here at Trinity, we are proud of our musicians and instruments, the beautiful Austin organ in our chapel, and the majestic Taylor Carillon in the chapel bell tower. Part of what makes these instruments so special is the space they are in. The chapel with its rose window and the beautiful Gothic architecture where we hear the organ, and the quad designed to be a place of community and an oasis in the city where hundreds gather each summer to hear the 49 bell carillon. We look forward to welcoming you to our beautiful campus in the future. For this year's virtual conference, I know that Ellen has prepared a wonderful array of concerts, talks, and online events, which I'm sure will be inspiring and informative. Thank you for all you do in your communities to bring people together through music. I wish you an exciting and successful Congress.
Greetings from Metropolitan United Church in Toronto, Canada. Au nom du conseil d'administration de la Guilde des Carillonneurs à l'Amérique du Nord, it's my great pleasure to join our host Trinity College in welcoming you to our first ever virtual Congress. And a very special welcome to those of you who are attending a Carillon gathering for the first time. Our annual Congress is an opportunity for us to celebrate the accomplishments and contributions of our members and the broader Carillon community. The performances that you'll hear include those of our newest colleagues, such as those who completed the GCNA exam process in recent years. Some of the new music that you will hear were selected for publication or commissioned or awarded prizes by committees of our dedicated volunteer members. We zullen allemaal kunnen genieten van de resultaten van hun harde werk. Normally, as president of the GCNA, I would mark the beginning of Congress by ringing the GCNA Congress bell. Since that bell is about 1,000 kilometers away, I will instead ring this 99-year-old Gillett and Johnson Bourdon. Enjoy the 2021 Trinity College Congress, everyone.
Welcome. Soyez le bienvenu. Herzlich willkommen, benvingut, velkommen, willkommen, willkommen, tervetuloa, willkomins, faiki, vitame, dobro, pajalovat. My name is Koen van Assa. I'm president of the World Carolan Federation, and this will be a very special and unique Congress. 99 years ago, there was the first World Carolan Congress held in Mechelen in 1922. Who of those colleagues at that time could have imagined that almost 100 years later, we were all sitting on a chair and a very strange machine on our table, and on that machine we can watch so many Carolan concerts, so many Carolinists playing during a World Carolan Congress. It is our 20th World Carolan Congress, and as I said, it will be unique. It is the first online Congress, and it will be the last online Carolan Congress. I'm always very optimistic. I have to thank very much the GCNA with President Roy Lee and two very important persons within the GCNA. First, Emily Moody. She organized a World Carolan Congress in Longwood Gardens, but unfortunately that Congress had to be cancelled. That was a Congress of last year. And of course, we all feel very sad that we were not able to see the result of all her work. So Emily, thank you very much for everything what you have done. The other person is, which I also want to thank very much, is Ellen Dickinson. She organized in such a short notice this virtual Congress together with her team. So this is a real big achievement. Thank you very much, Ellen. During World Carolan Congress, we have several Carolan concerts, of course. We have a lot of presentations, but we also have some meetings. And within our organization, we have two committees. The first committee is the Committee of Delegates with representatives, delegates from all associated WCF members, so the local or national guilds. We also have an executive committee, and during our first meeting of the Committee of Delegates, which we already have had on the May 15, a new executive committee was elected, or some new members. I just want to present them very briefly. We have Vice President Hilke Benning from the Netherlands, also from the Netherlands, Małgosia Fiebig, our host for the 2023 World Carolan Congress in Utrecht. We have Karel Zimmerman from the United States, our treasurer. Also from the United States, we have Carol Ann Taylor. From Australia, we have Lynn Fuller. And from Belgium, Wallonia, we have Audrey D. And from Belgium, Flanders, we have Koen Kozart. During this Congress, we will have 3 general assemblies, and almost all the time of those assemblies will be taken for the presentations of all our affiliate guilds and also the guild concerts. As I said, a unique Congress. I hope you will enjoy it, and we see each other back at the first General Assembly, which is next Saturday, June the 5th. I hope you will enjoy all the things that are organized, and see you soon.
I'm Emily Moody from Longwood Gardens. It was an honor to be chosen last year to host the GCNA and WCF combined congresses. Due to the state of the world, we had to cancel the congresses, but it's my pleasure to pass along this bell to the next Congress host, Ellen Dickinson of Trinity College in Connecticut. Have a wonderful Congress.
Aman 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 yaba. أنا وياك صرنا القصص الغريبة. يا أنا وياك وانسرقت مكاتيب، وعرفوا إنك حبيبي، عرفوا إنك حبيبي. يا أنا هرب الصيف، هربت عناقيد الزينة، وإذا جمعني الهوى شي صيف بقلبك بتناديني. خبيني ولا تخبيني، خبيني ولا تخبيني. لياليك بعيني شبابيك مضوي، سفرني حبيبي سفرني بلياليك، وانا اقول لا تنسى على لا تنسى وعيونك وعيني وتاخدني لياليك لياليك. تركوا سهر البال والعاشق لم جناحه، تركوا أساميهن عالباب على كتب الدمع وراحوا. نسيوا بعضهم وارتاحوا، نسيوا بعضهم وارتاحوا.